Well, good day to you wherever you're tuning in to the Perkins Engineering YouTube channel, episode number 98. And as always, it's a delight to bring you another episode. We've got chassis PE013 just about ready to drop on the ground, do our final setup, and hopefully take it out to the racetrack. We're just finishing off the exhaust and some wiring stuff. So once that's done, we can then set the car up on the setup patch and get this car on the track for a shakedown. Can't wait. I want to quickly touch on the Perkins Engineering Retro caps. These are now in stock. So all the pre-orders are out the door. Thank you so much for everyone that did a pre-order. That helps make it all possible. And our awesome hoodies are back in stock as well. So jump online, perkinsengineering.com.au. For this episode, I'm hoping we're going to have my dad, Larry Perkins, join us. He's here for family reason. So keen to quickly show him the car, see what he thinks, chat 91 for a little bit. And also I've got to touch on one thing that's becoming a little bit, not an issue, but lots of people think there's some hidden agenda with us using Castrol products in this car. So just for background, when Perkins Engineering started, 1986, Castrol oils right through. In 1991, Peter Brock had his sponsor Mobil, and we still utilised a lot of the Castrol products. So there's no issues with Mobil, there's no issues with Peter Brock. Some people, one person in particular, seems to think that there's some massive conspiracy theory at play. There's not. Castrol has always been part of Perkins Engineering and will continue to be a part of Perkins Engineering, both here in our restoration projects, up on the farm, whatever Dad and I are doing, Castrol is a part of it if there's oils and lubricants required. So please don't stress about anything there. We didn't run Mobil oil in this car. We didn't run Mobil brake fluid in this car. So please don't think there's some commercial conspiracy theory at play. We utilise Castrol products. In the engine, we use a 25W50. It's the old GP50. We don't use any racy oils. The SRF brake fluid. Never used anything else in our race cars. SRF brake fluid, the best brake fluid on the market. Castrol greases. Castrol Transmax limited slip 80W140, which was the SAF XA. That's what we use in the gearbox and the diff in this car. So again, we love Castrol. We're a big part of, they're a big part of what we do. It just so happens to be that this Perkins Engineering chassis we're restoring right now has another oil manufacturer on the car. But that's it. There's no more to it. So hopefully my dad Larry turns up in the next few minutes and we'll chuck him in and we'll have a chat to him about chassis 13 behind us. All right, so look who I found. My old man, Larry Perkins, in town.
G'day, Jack.
It looks like you've got a new hat. What's the go there?
Well, this is from my mate Earl up at Shaw and Partners. I thought, oh, okay, I'll put his hat on. He's a good friend of Perkins Motorsport, so hey, well done, Earl, and thank you.
So that's our Ford Mustang Cup series. So you're not sure about the Ford logo. That's the hats. We've got them online as well. They've got Perkins Motorsport and 888 on them. So jump online to get one of those unique hats. But Dad, nice to see you here.
Thank you.
We're standing in front of chassis 13. We get a lot of people ask about the year with Brock. And one quick one that a lot of people ask us about is, why didn't you share this car with Peter at Bathurst? Because Andrew Madecki drove this one and you drove with Thomas Mazira.
Well, this year, 91, Brock come to me, disbanding his own dream of his own team again, and I actually owned the team, and I said, okay, Brocky, you bring the money and we'll get it going, but I want to have my car at Bathurst and you have your car at Bathurst. So that's why we each had a car, and I had, who did I have a co-driver?
Thomas Mazira.
Oh, Thomas Mazira, of course, sorry Thomas. And then when we went to New Zealand, Brock and I, we only took one car, so Brock and I shared it.
Yeah, so the last time that you shared a car with Peter, so you won 82, 83, 84 Bathurst together,
yes.
But the last time you ever drove a car together was this one in New Zealand and you finished on the podium in both races.
Oh, we did too, when you think about it. It wasn't first, though, unfortunately.
No, it was against the Sierras and all that crap.
Yeah.
I think even Emmanuel Pirro might have won one of those races.
I think it was a BM or something like that. But no, that was good times. But we only did 1 year in the contract. We had longer to go, but both of us, I probably wanted to do more of my own thing, and Brock took brought the team back or whatever the hell he did, and we just got on with life. Yeah, but this is a great job you've done here, Jack. This looks like it was in '91, so well done, yeah.
Thank you. And before we have a quick look at it and talk to you about that, just touch on the Thomas Maziera thing. A lot of people ask, I'll put the footage over the top, but there's that...
And finally, does Thomas Maziera and Larry Perkins have a hearing problem? Only they will know.
The top, there's that famous footage where you give his helmet a bit of a whack. Can you just explain that? Because a lot of people want to know what that was all about.
I've heard the same thing, and Thomas and I have always got on very well. And Thomas has come in, he's telling me something wrong with the car. I think
half Czechoslovakian?
Yeah, it was practice, I think, wasn't it? Yeah. And I couldn't hear him because I was a bit deaf now, but I was deaf then. And so I said, "What the bloody hell did you say, Thomas?" And, and it was interpreted to the viewers as some form of anger, but there was not the slightest piece of anger. I just wanted to hear what he was frigging saying because he had his visor down or whatever, yeah.
And one other one, I didn't pre-warn you about this, but with the recent passing of Darren Hinch, there were some photos of Darren going for a hot lap at Bathurst in qualifying in this car. You probably won't remember any of it because you were in your own car doing your own thing, but can you imagine today putting a passenger seat in the middle of Bathurst qualifying and giving a journalist a run?
What, was he with Brock?
He was in this car with Peter Brock. I'll put those photos up while we're talking.
But look, this is what I suppose my little criticism on where the car racing's gone recently. All the nice things you can do in the good old days, you're not allowed to do, whether it be put someone in with qualifying, or I remember carting a little kid around once, a poor little bugger, for they said I can do 1 lap at Bathurst, and I said to the little boy, the little sick boy, "Hey, do you want to do another lap?" He said, "Yeah." So we did 2 laps, and the things you could do back then. It's a great pity that we have sort of moved forward to some, this is not in the rules and all that crap. But anyway, that's another story.
Well, I do remember you taking me for a hot lap at Winton in Dougal McDougall's car without a seat. I was hanging on to the bar work, so that's probably not the safest thing to do, but you're right, it's all changed a bit, hasn't it?
Well, it has, and I'm not sure that it's changed for the better. And but when you were there without a seat, you didn't fly out the window or anything, and it's all about just being responsible for whatever you're doing, whether it be Darren Hinch in qualifying or the poor little Starlink boy with me who wanted to do 2 laps, and the official said you can only do 1 lap. Yeah.
No, well, we're coming along with this, Dad. It's nearly ready to hit the track. So the engine we found in this was the original qualifying engine. And a lot of people want to know about the revs and why it sounded so good. So you did expand the revs for qualifying in the shootout. Did it make any more power up there?
Well, in this category, we didn't have the 7,500 red category, which we went to in 93.
Yep.
And so we were revving these around 8,500 revs. And they were very fragile, though, once the Holden engine got up. And it was a result of this year that in the late 92 is when I made my special blocks and heads, which fitted the new rules. But so these had the, if you like, standard Holden head and standard Holden block, which was fragile. You couldn't lift the port up high enough to put my manifolds, my slide manifolds on it, how we could later on. So, but it was an evolution to where we got to in 93, where we made up for it in 93 when we put it on pole and won the race.
And we're pretty proud of where we're up to here. So once we get it out on track for a shakedown, we would see if we could get you in for a drive one day.
Well, I think I might be harvesting then. I don't know. But it's a pity even to run it. It looks so pristine. It's unbelievable, Jack. You've done really, really well. And the detail is fantastic. Yeah, well done.
No, I appreciate that. And there's obviously a lot of other people that have been involved in the project that I'll need to thank once we're completed. But thank you, Dad, for sparing some time while you're here doing some family stuff. That's it for this episode. Appreciate everyone for your comments, support, feedback, and we're approaching episode 100. I still haven't got any plans for that as yet, but hopefully into the 100s we can keep catching up with Dad and reliving some of the stories of the past. So thank you, Dad, for joining us.
Thank you, Jack. No problem.
And we'll be back with another episode soon.